The narcissist wants you to be their slave. Remember, everything about the narcissist is about control. Control is the name of the game. And so every single interaction you have with them is a manipulation. And it has to do with them being in control and making themselves feel powerful. So one example I wanted to bring up was when I was talking to this narc via text or messenger or whatever, he would take super long to respond. Like he would disappear for 10 minutes, then respond, then I would respond right away, and then he'd disappear for longer the next time, 20 minutes, and then come back and respond. And I'm like, what's wrong with this guy? This guy is a psycho. I'm like, what is he, 5 years old? And the answer is yes. It's like dealing with a little kid playing childish games. And the reason that they're doing that is because they want to get you to explode. They want you to be start spazzing out and swearing at them and suck the energy out of you and say, why are you disappearing? Why are you this? And F this, and start swearing. They want to get a negative emotional reaction out of you so they can feel powerful and they can feel in control. Remember, the narcissist wants to be the puppeteer pulling the strings at all times. So every time you see these different red flags, these are indications that this person is a narcissist. They're giving you a multitude of red flags, and you have to pick up on these things early on. That you're dealing with an extremely manipulative person. Every single interaction that you have with a narcissist is for a reason, and it has nothing to do with you or good intentions for you. They're trying to get a negative emotional response out of you so they can feel mighty and powerful. They care nothing about you. They're gonna play these games. They're testing you out to see, is this person going to respond? How are they going to react? And they're priming you for abuse. So they're going to see if you pass these tests, and then if you do, they're going to up the ante and take it further and further and further, and they're going to say, okay, she blew up when I did this little thing with not responding to her text or her, on Messenger right away. She blew up, so okay, she passed that test, so she's gonna stick around and put up with all of my crap, and me in particular, I didn't respond at all because I had dealt with a narc before that, so but also I started picking up on the red flags, and then I just went and watched a bunch of videos and did research on it and figured the whole thing out before the person was able to discard me. Or we weren't even in a real relationship. We were just kind of talking, and I was kind of observing to see what was going on. So I never was in a full-fledged relationship, and I just got out of there. I discarded him first, actually. So anyway, but now I like studying these individuals, and because I don't want anyone else to have to, I don't want anyone else to have to go through this, so I would rather, educate other people on the warning signs that I picked up, and so that they don't have to, so that other people can pick up on this. And it's not just males. I'm mostly speaking of males in my videos because obviously that's been my experience, but 3/4 of narcissists are males, so the majority are males and 1/4, 25% are females. So, lucky us. Lucky us females, we get to deal that, there's a lot more male narcs, which means we have to even be more on guard than men. But in terms of male and female narcissists, it's actually really interesting. I think that, although I've never dealt with a female narcissist, I could see how that would actually be particularly shocking, because females are known for being compassionate and nurturing. That's just like a part of our biology, our DNA, and because of the fact that we have children, that's like built into our DNA to be caring and nurturing and look out for other people, and like, oh, did you eat today? Do you have food? Because we have the ability to have children. So I can't even imagine. I mean, I've seen, obviously you see the overt female narcissists, that's pretty common, but it's hard for me to imagine the female narcissist with full-blown narcissistic personality disorder and how devastating that could be, because it's just so against the grain of how we're kind of wired, so I could see how that would be completely devastating for any men that have dealt with these diabolical creatures. But like I said, there's 3 times the amount of male narcs, wandering around. So we have to be even more on guard. But, obviously everyone has to be on guard for these demonic creatures. But there are more male narcs than female narcs. So, apparently we're the lucky ones that have to deal with more of these beings. But anyway, everything the narcissist does is about control. They want to control you. They want you to be their slave, and they care nothing about you. So the only course of action when dealing with a narc is to go no contact.